Do you believe in destiny? In those encounters that life seems to write with the tip of a miracle? Today, I want to share with you a real story. A powerful, emotional story that happened in Brazil, in the state of Minas Gerais, and has moved thousands of people, proving that love can arise in the most unlikely places, even between grief and hope. Finally, this is a story with a happy ending, one of the most beautiful I've ever known, and that's why I want to share it with you. So, go ahead and leave your like now, because it really motivates me to bring more videos like this one. It all started when Beatriz Oliveira Martins, now 29 years old, received a devastating diagnosis: dilated cardiomyopathy, a disease that weakens the heart and, if not treated in time, can be fatal. At 26, she was hospitalized, her life hanging by a thread. For 7 months, Beatriz endured a tough routine: medication, tests, hospitalizations, uncertainty, and the painful wait for a transplant. The doctors were clear: she needed a new heart, and fast. Then, in March 2023, the improbable happened. Gabriel Antunes Vasconcelos, 29, lost his life in a tragic motorcycle accident in the city of Nova Lima. However, his heart was intact and compatible with Beatriz. He became the donor she had been waiting for. The surgery was complex, lasting nearly 8 hours, but it was a success. Beatriz survived, and she was reborn. Months after her recovery, Beatriz received a letter from Regina Vasconcelos, the donor's mother. In it, she shared memories of Gabriel, a young man, a scholar, passionate about music, who had left a note when he registered as a voluntary organ donor. "If one day I am no longer here, I want my heart to keep beating in someone who deserves to live," he wrote. The letter also revealed something Beatriz didn't know. Gabriel had a twin brother, Caio. Moved by a mixture of curiosity, longing, and an inexplicable sense of connection, Caio sought out Beatriz. They met at a cafe in the Savassi neighborhood, in Belo Horizonte. What was supposed to be a meeting of gratitude turned into something much deeper. They began to see each other frequently. The friendship blossomed, and over time, something new was born between them. Love. Beatriz and Caio went through an intense emotional journey. She carried his brother's heart in her chest. He carried the pain of losing him, but together they found healing. In December 2024, Caio made a proposal that would move anyone. "Beatriz, you carry my brother's heart in your chest, but you also carry my love. Will you live with me forever?" She said yes. The wedding took place a few months later at the Chapel of São José in the heart of Belo Horizonte. It was simple, intimate, but full of meaning. Today, the couple lives a quiet life, away from the spotlight. But there are moments when Caio, in silence, rests his head on his wife's chest and listens. He listens to his brother's heart, beating strong, but now beating for love. This is the story of 2 lives that crossed paths at the most unlikely moment, of a pain that turned into healing, of an ending that became a new beginning. And if you made it this far, keep this in your heart. Sometimes, when everything seems lost, when the road seems to have come to an end, that's exactly when God plants the beginning of a new path. Because the end is often not the final point. It's just the beginning of a new chapter, more beautiful, stronger, and more true. This is our story today, based on real events. If it touched you in any way, leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. See you next time. And never forget, love always finds a way to beat, even when everything seems to have been lost.